creation, a world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound, and cataclysms are on the horizon. But it is not without heroes, the Exalted. Those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods are all around the world. They have, and can, pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, Chills as Aura.
I'm a little sick, I got nothing this week. Sorry.
Korak as Lythander.
Did you know that there's a red wisteria plants mean that you're on the verge of... are the gateway between heaven and hell, apparently, in Japanese lore? Who knew?
Alito says Gavel.
You know, this is much like that plant from the movie I never watched.
Feed me, Seymour!
And Gibberex. And Gibberex as everyone else. Feed me! Doesn't have to be human, feed me! Doesn't have to be mine, feed me! God damn it, Korak, you stole my bit. Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, the greatest what creation has ever known. Korak stealing your intro quotes. All this and more on FateBreakers. God damn it! I'm from a theater family! That's my turn!
Well, you shouldn't have been so slow.
Oh, goodness. I mean, what's it? I also brought up the movie variant of that.
Yeah, where they changed the ending for dogshit reasons.
I never watched it, so I couldn't tell you either way.
Yeah, that's fair. Maya, what happened last time? I got to play with a shiny! I really have got to start bringing in guest narrators who actually are able to articulate what an episode recap. This is getting on my nerves. You wrote us, it's your fault! Can we not go this postmodern direction yet? Oh, you're speaking way too soon up there, Mr. Narrator. What happened last time with you and the shiny? I didn't get to pilot it, so I kind of disassociated throughout the rest of that panel. Is there anything else you could tell us about what happened last time? Oh yeah, I got into an argument with Neon about all those plants. He said we should start selling them at a competitor's market, but I don't think there's much of a future in vegetables. Those are fruits. They're the same thing, right? No, they are not. Oh, also someone exploded. But that's none of my business. Is there anyone else who would be able to tell us what happened last time? I see Mion in the corner, but he's just flipping me off because I wrote his death scene. Oh well. And he's directed that towards Korak because Lythander killed him. Last time, the gang got started on their panel to decide on the optimal pilots for their war striders, and in doing so, strike massive blows against Iolda in his exposed true form of the castle. In doing so, it was discovered that Exigent of Betrayal is one Rashid of the Ashen Ones.
Yes.
One of Gavel's people. The problem with having an entire playgroup of about 1,000 people in your army, I can't give indistinct names and voices to every single person. So, narratively speaking, this is someone who's never appeared on screen until he lit up.
That's fair.
Yeah, he had a surprising aptitude for adamant prowess, and also was able to turn demons into ghosts. Something which should not normally be possible, but traditionally, spiritual manipulation is solar level sorcery. Changing one category of spirit being to another is normally, it takes the absolute pinnacle of wizard shit to do. Something about him seems to be particularly powerful on that front, perhaps tying into what his first stage self made the thing that makes immortal beings die of hunger and thirst. Probably related. Anything else I'm missing? Oh, right. The one demon above Iolda in Swollen's soul hierarchy, Sophia, came and politely asked Gavel to maybe reconsider killing her subordinate.
Indeed.
Dangling a juicy carrot of, the Fennec soul of she who lives in your name will help you in your future endeavors if you stay your hand.
Yeah.
Time will tell whether or not that sticks, or if we are bringing out the guillotines in full. Also, we re-encountered, Gnosis, that fuckhead from the Wild Hunt arc, who has not really experienced many consequences from that, and was in fact able to, successfully bamboozle the alchemical, watching him like a hawk, and, he's now in pieces all over Malfeas. We now need to resemble 1/3 of umbilical cord. Wait, I think I made that joke last episode anyway. Currently, he's rocking a buggy situation if he's just hands, feet, and head.
Truly, no.
Perhaps-
No, he does have a head.
Yes, perhaps in the distance, we see one demon using his rib cage as a bookshelf or something. Oh, also, those parasitic plants Dokuzan mentioned, sprung from corrupted Peaches of Immortality, have started to make waves as you saw what looked like a little, like a walking peach, effectively. Or a walking fruit of some variety that might be related to a peach or close enough, just start bolting through one of the hallways, mid-pondering what to do with Sophia's offer. And given that there is a blood splatter not too far from, not too far from there, that probably seems prudent to investigate. Well, I wrote plot points about investigating a mystery. If you want to do that as part of the episode starter, feel free if you just want to move on from that and go, whoops, a corpse on the ground, not our problem.
Whoops, a corpse on the ground. That sounds like my problem.
Well, the first thing that strikes you is that it does not appear to be a very human corpse at first glance. You don't need to make any rolls to figure out, hey, this is a dead Infernal Exalt. Judging by the fact they died while in their devil body.
Oh.
Right. Do I know this Infernal Exalt?
Nope, he's a complete unknown.
I see.
There's about 60 to 50 Infernals around all the convention. I can't name all of them, but one of them had to redshirt, unfortunately.
Damn. Okay, let's see what we can get from this fella. I would like to roll a awareness for this one.
Yep, go ahead. This is going to be contested with the stealth rolls from the perpetrator. 1 second. Because they have charms to conceal their handiwork remotely.
Let me see if I have something against that. Nope. Unconquered Sun's sight does not care.
Yep, you don't know this person, so...
Alright, so we're just doing the regular roll with the excellency.
Yes, there we go. Evidence placing method. So the culprit is going to be rolling a stealth check with 3 bonus successes.
Oh boy.
Damn. Alright. That's not gonna beat my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 successes, I don't think.
Okay, so
just by 1.
So you definitely notice a key piece of evidence, but immediately realize it was fake.
Right.
I think in this instance, wounds on the body, as if someone was strangling them, like around the neck. You notice a set of handprints that are definitely not human-shaped hands, and I'm sure that via confirming with the rest of the party, you do in fact know someone whose hands go backwards. This appears to have been the handiwork of Roxy. The key word there is appears to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because you notice a few things that would not really be reticent of a lunar witch queen just ganking someone in the street. For one thing, the heart's still there. If she was killing him to steal the spirit shape in that method, she would have eaten the heart.
Oh, yeah. Also
not there, though, are most of the internal organs, as something appears to have chest bursted out. More distressingly, via tuning your eyes and looking back and forth at Lythander and Nue a couple times, like via comedic beat panels, There is fake lunar essence coming off the corpse.
Fake lunar essence. I didn't know that they could do that.
Neither did you.
Oh.
Like, the only reason you could tell that it's not Roxy and probably is the fact that it's the tie of the fake essence being almost but not quite identical to what a living lunar puts off, just like ambiently existing around you, and the fact that this person is very withered and old. This is, effectively take a traditional, Chinese or Japanese design of a demon. That's what this person's devil body looked like. It was fairly stock standard basic bitch stuff. And make it have died of old age, and then have a chest burster come out. This doesn't match any known method of murder you've heard of the Queen of Fangs using in her many, many, many acts of horrific conquest and horrible murder. Rapidly aging someone to death is not something in her toolkit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me write that down. Cause of death, rapidly aging. Do I know anyone that can rapidly age people?
Well, I don't think Green Day's stand user is around. Oh no, wait, sorry, wrong one. Grateful Dead.
Yeah, that was the one because...
it's Grateful Dead. Green Day is...
Green Day is somehow worse.
Yeah, Green Day...
is worse.
Yeah, when you go below a certain altitude, you start rotting.
Yeah, he attacks you with Resident Evil 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. So yeah, this was a pretty good frame-up. If you didn't have living moon people right here to project what this shit would actually look like, and the fact of, hey, this isn't her MO. Other than that, it's a good frame-up for someone who would not have interacted with Roxy personally.
Alright. And Roxy's here, right?
Not present in this scene right now, but you do know for a fact she's here at the con.
I could possibly let her know that someone's trying to frame her for something. Maybe she knows someone who would have a reason to.
Lythander in the corner with a knife.
But did you... did you know... Did it seem like... Did you say something about, how this person probably hasn't ever interacted with Roxy?
That was more towards the means of someone is using the profile and, more distressingly, Roxy's tell against her as part of a frame-up attempt. The the wounds done to this body indicate someone being strangled with hands facing backwards.
Right.
So either the killer has hands like that, or has some variety of shape-shifting in order to frame Roxy for it.
I see. Alright. We'll definitely write that down. Someone tried to frame Roxy for murder. And using some shit that I didn't know about. Particularly that they can craft... that they can use her tell... That they know her tell. And that they can craft a fake lunar essence... marker.
Yeah, effectively the wound is bleeding what you could only describe as fake motes. Someone made fucking counterfeit key.
Okay. And, now I'm wondering who I could ask about this. And is anyone else looking at this fucking corpse? Or, dealing
I would
with
assume
this?
the whole gang...
I'm
assuming the whole gang is, you're the one closest to it, but I'm imagining everyone else off by the side. I'm sure you can move the Ace Attorney cursor over to your party members.
They were killed by rapidly aging. Although they certainly didn't want to make it seem that way. They somehow, they attempted to run a frame-up operation on Roxy. That whoever this is, they knew her tell and somehow knew how to create a fake presence of lunar essence.
Nui scratches the back of her head. Honestly, I thought it was Roxy until you said that.
Mm-hmm. It's not. The reason I ended up discarding Roxy as a suspect is the heart is still there, although most other organs are missing.
Nue dips her spear into like the very pinpoint of the spear into the innards to scoop up some of the blood and just kind of sniffs it. You know, it's a good thing I didn't taste that with my tongue. I don't think you should ingest this.
Right.
I mean that for normal human innards, naturally, although for lunars it's safe to eat the heart, sacred, shape-shifting stuff. But I mean in the sense of his blood is poisoned now.
Oh.
Oh. Interesting. How did that happen?
Takes another sniff. It's related to the it's related to whatever killed him, which smells like rapid onset organ failure that you would associate with like someone's heart stopping at the end of life.
All right.
Something about that made the blood sour.
Right. Deteriorated the contents of it, I guess.
This is, in fact, the bad blood.
Right.
Lythander, don't lick this. Just trust me on this one. Okay, serious question. Do you actually lick the blood?
I touch it and sniff it, and
okay, that doesn't trigger it then. Oh, yeah, this smells absolutely fucking rank.
I'm going to now try to track
Right.
it like a bloodhound.
I mean,
Alright.
we have Hopkins for
Yeah.
that.
You do
Who
have
now
Hopkins
has,
for that, and you
who's
did...
now working on all legs?
Yes,
yeah,
who's
do you
now
wanna...
bipedal and can talk.
Well, they could
Uh,
talk already.
Yep, Gavel,
Get the
if you
dog.
want, you could go ahead and roll 90-10 with double nines, thanks to Hopkins'
Oh my goodness.
bloodhound nose.
All right, 90-10s, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hopkins! Okay.
Double nines. Oh god, double nines came in clutch.
Yeah, it did. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 11 successes.
Gavel, there's two culprits.
Excuse me?
Woof, woof.
One strangled him, and the other removed the growth. The tracks go in different directions.
Which one is strongest?
The one that killed him.
Well, I suppose we should probably go after that one then.
Well,
Wait.
lead the way, Hopkins.
This is one who killed his upper soul or the one who killed his lower soul, because they're different.
Oh, brother.
Let's go with the upper soul for now, and we'll do the lower soul later.
Okay, gonna have that specific individual roll his own stealth check to see if he can hide from Hopkins.
Well, let's see. Stealth.
Come on,
Stealthy
Hopkins.
individuals, people who-
Hopkins beats him.
Let's go, my beautiful dog.
Let's go.
Thanks to the double nines, because otherwise Solars win ties.
Yeah.
This is a solar. A solar did this.
That
Huh.
seems like a solar opposite.
How'd you figure, Lythander?
That wasn't Lythander.
Yeah, that was Korak.
No, that wasn't even Korak.
Oh,
You
sorry.
can tell because it's not British.
You say, I can't even remember Lythander's voice right now. So you're getting a completely different voice.
Diegetically, that's from the amnesia distorting his accent, like Tommy Wiseau.
Oh no.
I feel like
In
it's
any
more
case.
down in the deep like this.
There you go.
I feel like this
Yeah,
is
there- you
much
found it.
closer. Not exact, but I kinda seem to have lost a few octaves of my voice lately.
All of a sudden, there is, Hopkins, I can only describe this as lengthens.
Oh, I got how you mean. You mean like how he like becomes longer.
Yeah, his limb, like, it effectively, like, all the sliders on his body maxed out. It's effectively, he looks like a dog version of Slender Man. He skitters off like a spider in one direction. It's frankly horrifying.
Tell me why.
And I'm going to have Hopkins roll another 9d10, this time without double nines, to dodge the attack.
Oh no! My beautiful dog.
I believe I have an ability
want-
that I can
dog.
jump in front, right? To protect from the attack?
Nue has that as well.
I forget what
let's
ability.
see.
Like, do you mind remember?
9d10s again.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I don't think I do actually.
Can you think of a stunt that Hopkins would use to avoid
Using
danger?
his newfound ability to trip.
I was
On
thinking
two
more along the
legs.
lines of Hopkins has been with Gavel on a lot of different battlegrounds. I mean, a lot of different battlegrounds. He knows what kind of traps or trickeries lay within a battlefield, whether active or inactive.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. Add another 2 dice.
Please, Hopkins, I believe in you, my adorable Doberman. Nope.
Through the familiar link, you immediately feel Hopkins fall unconscious.
no.
Is Lythander around?
Yeah, but
Do I see?
Hopkins, this is a few minutes afterward, after Hopkins ran off in what appeared to you a random direction further up in the convention on the next floor.
Actually,
By
he's
the time-
breakdancing.
Yeah, unless you use some means of super speed, the culprit will be gone by the time you get to his knocked out body. Knocked out, not killed, by the way.
Indeed. KO.
As you find him with a bunch of demonic birds circling his head, cartoon style. Unless Chills wants to use the super speed. But I'm not sure if Chills
I'm
would...
on.
I'm not sure if Aura would realize, unless Gavel just yells, like, Hopkins is out!
Yeah,
I mean,
Gavel's gonna panic a bit and be like, Hopkins, wake up now.
would I even know which way to go?
You did see what direction Hopkins ran off on. You did see him going up the stairs.
Oh no, upstairs, Gavel's
I guess-
greatest enemy right
All
now.
right, let's do it. All right, let's do it. Friggin' spend 2 motes for I guess it would be just one
Lythander,
mote
there's a
for-
ramp.
This is Hellcon. I doubt there would be a ramp.
Someone appears to have forcibly flattened some of the stairs into a ramp.
Whether this was done to make someone slide down or for me to go up is unknowable.
It's probably both.
It's probably both.
Well, either way, I'm going to roll lightning speed here. Double 8s on athletics to chase them out.
The opponent is also going to be making their own lightning speed roll.
I think I know who this is. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8, actually. 8 successes on that.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, unfortunately, I have less.
Can you think of a stunt, perhaps?
Let's see. Hopkins is down. I want to help. I want to help out Gavel. I'm motivated by my. I've been chasing Tep around for a while, so I'm a little used to using my speed to carry stuff around.
Okay, yeah,
to carry me
your
around.
empathy for Gavel would definitely help out here.
All right.
So add the dice.
I did not roll larger than 7, but I see a 9 and I see a
That's
7, which
two-
would make
2
it
additional
eight successes.
successes.
three additional successes.
Oh,
thanks
right.
To the
Oh, yeah.
double eights.
Okay, let me recount the perpetrator's roll again then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you beat the 10?
I think I did. I got an 8 earlier, and this is 3 more, so that's an 11.
Okay. Right before you see the culprit get away, you see the small little knife made of sunlight by Hopkins' temple dissolving into motes of essence and air as you see a mirror streak off into the distance. But he's not fast enough. Where do you think you would corner him in terms of the con layout?
You gotta do it in the food court.
Yeah.
There's always drama at the food
Yeah.
court.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There's
do
a
it.
McDonald's in the Pentagon.
I'm not super well versed with like where shit goes down in cons.
It's
but,
either in the food court or right in the middle of the lobby. There is no in between.
I like the food court.
Yeah, let's go with the food court. We cut to we cut to Amir having gone ass over tea kettle through a noodle stand.
Right.
What?
What was that?
Me eliminating a threat.
What? You've been making an effort to do a lot of that over the course of the past few weeks. And let me tell you, it hasn't been easy trying to convince you to maybe dial it back a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not think that person wasn't a threat, given that he... Oh, yes, let me check my notes here. Was going to kidnap all of Gavel's troops?
Is this true?
Want to give a read intentions roll?
Uh-huh. I guess it would be integrity, right?
Yeah, he is going to be putting on guarded mind meditation to increase the difficulty by 4.
Let's see. I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna try to use my my intimacy of faith towards Gavel. Actually, no. My intimacy of worry toward Amir.
Oh, yep, absolutely. Add those 4 dice.
All right, that's 19.
Oh my
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Goodness sakes.
His resolve was boosted to 7 through guarded mind mentality, and he does not have an applicable intimacy at the moment. And even if he did, Solars win ties. Or player Solars beat NPC Solars, I should note.
Yes, player Solars win ties against NPC Solars.
It's a half-truth. He was planning...
And before I make the read intentions roll, did I have any inkling on who the person Amir killed is?
No.
Right.
So...
Yeah, Amir's been doing a lot of killing of random people and giving off very flimsy reasons for why.
So this person was not going to directly hurt the Ashen Ones and you guys. That much you could tell is bullshit. It's more that he was going to reveal something about whatever killed him that Amir deemed a threat to you guys. For whatever reason, Amir thinks he's helping by protecting the murderer.
Oh!
Literally.
Oh, so you
compromise the body.
So Amir didn't kill him. Got it. So he just dressed up the...
Amir killed his ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh. You didn't actually kill this one.
Depends on your definition of kill, of he was already dead by the time I got to him. I simply shut the ghost up.
True. Not to mention, you dressed up the killer. You dressed up the death in such a way that it would be a little difficult to track. Honestly, I didn't know you could create fake essence. That's the news to me.
It took a significant amount of effort in order to figure out how to do so, but when you grow up where I did, you start learning how to how to forge things, no matter the scale.
Now look, I know you've got a lot of you take a lot of pride in your ability to work. You're a talented guy, and I get it. Sometimes it's not really possible to go at a conflict with only peaceful solutions. I get that now. By Lord, by soul, I get that now. But we need to be able to trust each other here. You're important to Lythander. And I wish, and if anything, I just hope that we'd be able to talk to each other a bit more. Trust each other. Tell each other the stuff that's important. We're all on the same side, after all.
Fine. The truth, then. He was trying to get rid of a replicable source of immortality we could have used to keep everyone in Gavel's army alive for centuries in the future to build a better world. Is that what you wanted to know?
Question. Does he mean the Peaches?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Oh no, Amir. So, what do I know about the Peaches of Immortality that Amir doesn't?
You currently don't know much about the mutant strain. Well, actually, you would know bits and pieces about them. How they normally work is... the name's a little bit of...
Thanks to dealing with Tep.
Yeah, the name is normally a misnomer. The normal Peaches act as effectively, as reversing aging. A bite undoes about a decade. If you eat the whole thing, you get restored to, early 20s.
Right.
The mutant ones appear to, drain the youth of of the ones who ingest them and then spit out a new fruit that actually works like the new kind does.
Oh. Huh.
Oh.
I used the reference image of that one tree from Book 2 of Kill 6 Billion Demons for a reason. Because it's basically that.
Yeah. Amir, how much do you know about the Peaches of Immortality?
You eat them and you get younger. They really should call them the Peaches of I don't know, youthfulness or something. That name's a little misleading.
Yeah, that's not the only thing that's misleading about them. You see, I've been having to deal with a certain problem individual over here in this place. They'd been selling this new bizarre counterfeit strain of the Peaches that essentially works in a peculiar and decidedly disturbing way. Upon ingesting this strain, the... how do I put this? I guess the victim has their youth drained as they are slowly turned into a tree which bears the actual fruit of immortality that you know of.
There's one detail that you're not aware of there that I was able to tell from looking at the wound when it was fresh. The scale. The normal Peaches of Immortality are incredibly slow to grow, part of why they're so valuable and locked away in heaven for those who have no need of them. It takes about a century for one of those things to bear fruit. That little sproutling was growing peaches in minutes.
That's disturbing.
Do you know what else is disturbing?
No. You don't understand. The real peaches were growing from the sproutling. The ones that don't suck your youth and would restore you to the prime.
Right, I could infer that. So then you had been you've been attempting to hide that person's cause of death for the purpose of procuring that the source of those peaches for the army.
To protect Gavel's people, yes.
Right. Unfortunately, that particular course of action, I'm afraid, would be playing into one of our enemy's hands. I believe they are associated with some of the hustlers of this land. I may have spoken about them before. You may have heard of Tepetitep.
Then we kill him and take the and then no one will be able to stop us from using these.
He is really just of a one-track mind with these with these goddamn peaches.
Someone appears to have convinced them they are very valuable. Because they kind of are. I mean, you look me in the eye and you tell me that in real life you wouldn't at least be interested about these things before you learned what it takes to grow them.
Right.
Don't worry. They would already be grown because multimillionaires would already have them and have farms. We already have designer babies. We'll just have designer babies part 2.
Even more fucked up, yes. The point being is he thinks it's okay because he's using it on good guys.
I mean, he's not wrong, but...
He thinks it's okay because we're the good guys and we're doing it, okay.
Yeah. Exactly. What's the issue?
I mean, there isn't really an issue, but I mean... I don't see an issue with this.
I don't like the idea of sacrificing.
That's me being coy. Out of character, I know, hey, that's a really fucked up thing, Amir. Just to clarify for the audience.
What do you mean, no, it isn't?
No, I'm saying that to Amir, Amir, I don't like the idea of using random people, no matter who they are, as vats for growing Peaches of Immortality. I feel like that ultimately is not worth the effort.
Yeah, there are many, many ways to gaining immortality. This one is definitely one of the more fucked up ways. I think by now, the rest of the gang would have had time to catch up if you guys are following Aura. And you just find her grilling Amir while he's toppled over a grill stand. And it's just kind of sitting down glowering as he is trying to explain why he's the right one here. Really.
Do you have any tzatziki sauce there, Amir?
Yeah.
Thank you. Also, what are you doing on top of him?
Teaching him that it's not okay to use people as vats.
I mean, didn't you do that?
Gavel raises an eyebrow.
Nue just kind of glares at Lythander. Not in this lifetime.
Don't dead crime me.
I mean, apparently people like to do that with me all the time, so...
When?
Every time I'm alive.
That's why I'm making it up in this lifetime.
Yes, exactly. We have to be more like war criminals, apparently.
Amir clears his throat. In any case, listen, I'm trying to do something to help our cause by,
Excuse you, what do you mean,
giving
our cause?
We're trying to save the world, right?
Yes.
And it would be bad if the people we're having to help save the world die of old age before the work is done, right?
That depends. It all depends on how they feel.
Well, they could refuse the fruit if they say no. That would just mean they join the ancestor ghosts, I would assume.
Yes, and then imagine... So imagine this pragmatically here, I guess. Why would you want us to have less people.
I wouldn't. They would still be around as ghosts if they chose to die normally.
Exactly. So if they chose to die normally, why would we want them to be immortal when they already will be?
Because it's easier for mortals to do things during most times of the day than ghosts. Ghosts can normally manifest at night normally.
I mean, that's not entirely true.
In Exalted's cosmology, it kind of is, with a couple exceptions. Because most ghosts are creatures of darkness and are hated by the sun, so it's not good for them to get... They disintegrate if they're hit by sun.
Luna likes ghosts. Solar
Yeah,
does
Luna's
not...
fine with ghosts.
Solar does not like ghosts.
Which is kind of funny that the ones that want to, like, basically make chaos like ghosts, when ghosts are kind of the most orderly things in the world.
I'm not really sure what you mean, but in any case, Amir is just kind of just pouting angrily at this point. Guys, I'm trying to give your people immortality. No, he doesn't use that phrasing, but the point is that he's still crossed that. For some reason, he's trying to do a genuinely good thing that doesn't directly involve murder for once, and you guys are poo-pooing it because it's, Czech wrote, immoral to kill bad people, and use them as vats.
Oh, I thought you were going to use our own people as vats.
What? No, don't be ridiculous. Of course not.
I mean,
I'd be using the Prasadi as the gardens.
Would it be particularly the ones that are not good?
Well, usually it would be the dragons, because my understanding from looking at the way that man died is the moral... It keys directly to lifespan, so you get far, far more peaches growing more quickly with more anathogenic effects if you kill an Exalted with them rather than a mortal. So I'd be tending a garden of dragons, so to speak.
I don't know, guys. I'm not sure Amir has a bad plan here.
Amir, the idea of using anyone...
Wait, question, does this make their soul change?
No, he just did that he killed the ghost post-mortem. Oh, does the immortality make the souls change? No. Not unless you count the guilty conscious, if you know where the fruits came from. In which case, that might, maybe. Alright, Amir, now tell us the rest of the story, Nue says, grabbing him by the lapel. Who makes the peaches? Well, Aura already figured that one out. It's the fucking Tapet idiot.
Hundreds of peaches.
Right.
Peaches for free.
And where did the lower soul go? I don't know, it was gone by the time I got there. He was dead.
Right.
Nue pinches the bridge of her nose, and you in fact see her extend her nose just so she has more to pinch in irritation. Ugh, Luna above. This guy's a pain in my asses.
All of them, too.
Yeah, every single shape, right?
Yeah. That's why I liked him.
You should break up with him.
I mean, I don't think we are together, are we?
Not in a romantic sense, Amir says, rolling his eyes.
Got him.
I mean, he is easy on the eyes, but the personality's a massive turnoff.
He wasn't like that before. I say, as he was worse.
Well, we'll draw the rest of that owl later, perhaps. In any case. Nuri just kind of looks between you guys. Okay, regardless of anything else, do you have any of the peaches on you right now? No, I was going to get them before I heard you guys coming. It was busy waddling off. And as a matter of fact, I think it vanished elsewhere the second aura crossed eye shot. Elsewhere? Normally, someone needs to put something elsewhere. Things just can't vanish freely. They can if they're summoned back to the summoner's side if they're a spirit, and I think this might have been a spirit. Little known quality about Malfeas, by the way. All spirits are material here. Naturally. Same for the underworld, for the most fact. In places outside of creation, most spirits just exist physically, and it takes effort for them to dematerialize rather than the other way around.
Mm.
And the summoner would be whoever spawned the fruit, so they were covering their tracks. Okay, Hopkins is still unconscious, damn it. Thought we could ask him. Alright. So, what else do you know about these fucking fruits? Well, I saw the big guy eating one, but nothing seemed to happen to him for some reason. The big guy being the football hooligan. So he ate one and was fine. Noe says, it just kind of shrugs. Gotta be a reason why he was immune. Quick occidental question. Where are you keeping Spider?
Oh no. Lythander.
Yes?
Where are we keeping Spider?
Well... That I don't know, actually. Normally he's in the gull.
Well, is Spider in the gull?
Check, is Spider in the gull?
As far as you could tell, yes. Make a difficulty 5 awareness plus fortitude roll.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh nah. What is my... Fortitude's 5, awareness is 3. Hey, so I have 8 dice to roll here.
Yep, you just gotta get a 5 or above.
I believe in a thing called love. And statistics.
0. 6.
No,
I did
oh
it.
my goodness sakes.
Well, it definitely looks like Spider from the outset, but as you turn your eyes closer onto the ring and do whatever kind of extra shapeshifting you need in order to do a good zoom, enhance, that is in fact an empty... That's a facsimile of Spider.
Spider!
Something, either Spider himself or something else, appears to have left a duplicate of Spider that kind of looks like a very high quality mannequin, is a good way
So
to describe
Spider's
it.
in there.
Okay, I suppose.
About that.
Spider's in there.
Technically. Ish. But either
a
way.
fake Spider is in there. Remember when I said he would revive when it would be most inconvenient to you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wait, what happened? Repeat that, please.
He's back. Spider set the condition for him to revive when it would be most inconvenient for you.
He's back
Mhm.
in fog form.
And more importantly, he escaped the
I
Gavel.
don't know
Yeah.
how he did that, but...
Oh.
I have an answer for that.
Sure.
Spider!
What's the answer?
No, it's not one... well, from Archive My Mentality, it normally takes a difficulty 10 physique check in order to fucking rip your way through space-time like that, outside of a permanent ever jail. The only other entity you've known who was able to force entry or exit from there was Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars, a Death Lord.
Mm-hmm.
The final boss. I'm not gonna pretend she's not the final boss, she is.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't Spider himself, because he has tried to escape before and failed, something on the same playing field as Fallen Star was involved. The first thing that would come to mind there is a third circle demon, but there is something else that would spring to mind in terms of Archive My Mentality. Something about how these fucked up Peaches of Immortality were created involved the fair folk.
Alright.
Remember when you fought the fake Gavel doppelganger, the antagonist?
Yes.
Her and the rest of her gang were fair folk nobility, which are pretty strong, up there with particularly strong spirits and some of the weaker second circle demons.
Mm-hmm.
Way back during the Great Contagion, there was a noble by the name of Baylor, who styled himself as the final boss for all of creation.
Oh.
He was what is known as an Ushvara, the absolute highest echelon of fairfolk, whose powers over narrative and stories are such that they bend it to be about them.
Oh no.
It would take a fairfolk on that power scale in order to break into the Gull and break out.
A level 100 fanfiction writer. Oh no.
Yes. That's what Lythander knows.
So he's in there. Not really. He somehow escaped.
Gavel's eye twitches. Spider!
Someone in the crowd who completely does not resemble Spider looks up. Someone says my name?
Not you!
She says? Oh, okay.
So it was Fate's tapestry, right? Spider woven.
Yeah. The heartless spider.
Do you mind just typing that out for me real quick so that I could yell it?
I think it was something along the lines of the heartless spider shredding Fate's tapestry.
The heartless spider shredding Fate's tapestry. Get out here now!
No response.
I swear to me, if you don't come out here, our friendship is over.
Fortitude plus performance to scream loud enough for him to hear you.
And
add a dice because of the lunar connection to him, because you have an intimacy for him.
So, what is the, so what did you say again?
Fortitude performance.
Right, I'm gonna spend a moat. And I just get extra dice, not a stunt? Alright.
Yep.
I am going to be, so, would I be able to... I'm just trying to remember if I'm an active or not, because of all the things we did last session.
Yeah, it would still count as the same one, so
Okay.
You're active.
So that is 10, 11, and we are essence 4. So that'd be 15 successes.
Well, the good news is someone hears you when it comes to the response. Oh no, it's way too soon for him to come into the fray, into the scene again. Says someone you've never heard before. There's someone standing behind you who wasn't there the second you, the moment before you screamed that.
I grab them by their throat.
Okay, they're just kind of hanging at your hand now.
Where are they? Tell me.
Here's the weird thing. The second you make eye contact
I'm
with
not
this
even
person,
making eye contact
you can't
with
tell.
them. I'm just grabbing them by their throat.
Well, then you would be able to see enough of them for me to at least get a brief descriptive effect off for the audience's sake. Then you can't tell what they're wearing. Whatever they're wearing, all you could tell is that they're not naked. Beyond that, any kinds of style of clothing just seems undefined, like it didn't render in properly into the world. Like, it just seems like they're wearing shapes. Some kind of fabric you can't piece together into any one style or color. All you can tell is that they're not naked.
Well, then they better be afraid.
No, they just seem a little annoyed, if anything. Wow, not even gonna buy into any of the, who are you? Why did you do this? Nope, going right from rising action into climax. You'll be a fun player for the show.
What show? Because right now I'm getting sick and tired of all of this.
Oh, if you're getting sick and tired of all this, don't worry. The grand finale will be coming. The figure pulls out what looks like a sundial to check something. Check the calendars. 10 months! Yeah, they're big fans of whenever you make the voice. It's much easier.
Kill them.
Good luck with that.
Alright. Let's see. They're still in my my hand is still on their throat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to extract every single memory from them to make them into a lifeless husk.
Cool. Tell me how you fail.
Oh no.
Let me, roll for it.
No. Tell me how you fail.
I don't.
You do.
But I don't.
But you do.
I refuse that reality.
Here comes the circle.
Well, then you're not able to extract the memories from her.
Then I'm going to Shadow Fury it.
Okay, develop a major tie of hatreds towards, I'll reveal the name in a second once you ask it.
I'm not asking for the name. I am just
Okay.
going to erase it from existence.
Nope. I'm just imagining a very intense stare-off between you two. Someone in the background, someone goes, "Whoa!" This person just appeared from fucking nowhere, by the way. And similar descriptions of the...
A lot of successes.
How many dice was that even? Oh, 999 dice. I see. Very clever.
Cool, she spends, a miracle point to counter it. Nope, that's not something that should exist in this system terminology. That's intentional.
Wow, by adding an extra 9, I got so many less successes.
Don't waste all your good rolls here, man.
That was 9,999 dice, and I got only 400.
Sakes.
I got 404. 404, page not found.
It's kind of an unstoppable force being against an immovable object at this point. Neither of you are budging. You're just staring at each other. As the rest of this figure also seems... I can't say anything else other than generic. If you were to think of human being and think of the absolute simplest person, or like the default in every character creator in every video game, they look like all of them at once.
Okay.
Dressed in the you can't tell what they're wearing clothing. Nua just kind of strides up to you. Are you the killer? Not directly.
Are you the one who kidnapped my friend?
What, kidnapped? No. He asked me to let him out, and I thought it'd be funny to do so.
And,
It is my role in the story to to facilitate, after all.
where's, who's the demon of, stories?
It's on the tip of my...
Obscura, I think.
Nope.
Or no,
Where's Novari
Novari.
at?
Novari. That was
Yeah,
it.
Novari.
Where's Novari at?
Mysteriously killed and is busy reforming over the next year and a day.
Yeah.
Do we still have their script?
Yes.
I'd like to pull the script and read it completely.
Hi, it's a new script now.
Why is this new?
Oh, go ahead and give it a read over. Let me know what you think of my handiwork.
Who are
It's
you?
a work entitled The Tragedy of Creation.
Who are you? And why are you doing this?
Hi, finally, someone asked the important questions. I am Revelation Ex Nihilo, the master of games.
Okay.
But before that, an ad from our sponsors. And she just stares off into space. What? What's wrong?
All right. So which Ligier branded tequila are we showing this time?
I don't think this would be, please, the Prince of Malfeas, prefers, much finer brands of alcohol. Perhaps a nice brandy. If you're looking for tequila, that would be more Metagaus's joint. The all-consuming hunger blossom.
Yeah, you know what? That tracks.
Root of the Blossom, then, is the brand you're going with here, then. There is a character listed in that Dramatis Personae, only listed as the narrator. They only appear in the script a handful of times, surprisingly enough. They're not any of the big actors, they just describe events. Anyway, it's a horrifying tragedy story about how the heroes of creation fail and the world comes to an end.
Oh, great.
Thank you very much to our nobility at the 6-sided dice tier from the Feywild of Storm and GB.
Oh my goodness.
And she is still talking to someone it is not clear who. She appears to be disassociating and standing off into space and talking to an audience you can't see.
Gavel tries to look at the same angle as this person to see if she sees anything.
You do see glints of essence that she might be might be talking to someone. That voice is going somewhere. The audience is unclear.
Okay.
Alright, what game are we playing then?
Oh, it's a nice little game I picked up with called Save Creation.
Alrighty.
You see, all those fun little plants will help spice things up and make things interesting and mean that all the fun characters stay on the board longer. No, the issue with Baylor when he tried his big thing is he made himself the star of the show. I'm not. I'm just the ensemble dark horse who gets popular from the sides. I'm not the hero or the villain. I'm a neutral third party.
Alright.
Has anyone ever told you you're kind of cute?
What?
She's gonna make a roll to flirt with Lythander.
Oh my goodness.
I squeeze harder.
Okay.
Not quite.
A nine is 2 successes, but that's
Oh.
under Lythander's resolve.
You could just tell her you're gay.
Or
That works
not
too.
into women. Or
both.
or asexual or aromantic.
I'm just
or...
not into you.
Or any of those things.
Okay, yeah, that's her. You're
Or
not
any
her
of
type.
those things.
Okay, yeah.
Or she's
I'll
not.
be
or
in you,
she's
though.
not his type.
Yeah, she just kind of shrugs it. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, for everyone else looking in on this,
Oh, you're not gonna react to the I'll be in you though.
Something else to note, the only other time you
No?
felt an
Okay.
essence level this powerful was when you met Mercury for all of a second. Back when the island that is Jeffrey first formed. And also when, Gavel briefly spoke with Ligier.
Indeed.
She is on that floor of power. Like, this is someone above Iolda. In terms of the sheer metaphysical weight.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Well, come on now. Are we just going to keep this a duo scene, or is anyone else going to talk? And make putting it
Hi,
together for the folks back home way easier. Oh, hi, an eclipse. So, fun fact, you know the reason for all that, eclipse truce field effects? Because all the forebears swore oaths to you back in the day to not harm you. I'm new here. I never signed such oaths.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
I could kill you at any time.
So, that's a great way to introduce yourself to someone. My name is, so I'm Aura. I don't think we've been shut up, Lythander. If you fucking do that again, I'm gonna bitch slap you across this room. And then... Anyway, I'm Aura. What's your name?
Sorry, that was not an
Pleasure to meet
intentional one. I promise.
I am the Revelation Ex Nihilo, the master of games.
Oh, alright.
A
what-
parasitic DM has entered the call.
Oh no.
And what brings you
I
to
thought
our...
one was already here.
Okay, I'll just leave
And what
then.
brings you...
No!
I'm
And what
joking.
brings you to Hellcon?
Don't worry.
Jesus.
Don't worry, give him
I
a
met
second. There you go.
Alatos.
See, correct. It's not funny when someone else does it, is it?
It's hilarious when someone else does it.
Okay.
I was trying, anyway, as I was trying to ask. So, what brings you to this, lovable Hellcon?
I was getting the MacGuffin ready. It's already off to a great
What?
start. So the MacGuffin is the term for something in a story where you don't exactly know how it works, but it's a key focus that pushes the narrative forward, right?
Okay.
You know, like El Dorado.
Uh-huh.
And
Right.
I helped make some of those fruits, Lord, to help push the story forward and keep people alive longer so they can matter more in my narrative. Because, you know, like, what, you guys get like 80 years and then you flop over dead without any of the god juice in you?
Well, yeah, but...
Yeah, this helps with that, so so you get more scenes.
Okay. Cool, and what is this, MacGuffin, as you called it?
Oh, it's those adorable little peaches.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
Mm-hmm. Everyone wants the peaches. I mean, I can't blame them.
JoJo Part 8 be like...
Yeah, for real.
This shit... We're never gonna find the end to these goddamn peaches.
My
All
intro
right.
quote for the episode was almost quoting the final boss of Part 8, but I wanted to avoid spoilers just in case.
Yeah, give it a few more years.
Oh, Lord.
Don't worry, it's very early in the story they established that the key point of JoJo Part 8 is fruit. That is not a spoiler in itself.
Alright. What do you know about, are you associated with Tepetotep?
Hey, he tried to sweet talk me and steal my heart's grace once. That didn't work out well for him.
Alright.
He leaves himself open on his left side. That's a fun tip for later.
I'm gonna write that down.
Okay. You write that down. Okay, so... You were the one... so you were the person who was, initially distributing, these Peaches of Immortality?
Oh, no.
initially
I didn't
generating?
distribute. He just used some of my essence to make it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a lot of questions in my mind now. As to what this lady... what this lady's ultimate goal with these peaches are. Just, continuing to give people immortality. What...
No.
Can
To give characters in her script more screen time.
Right.
Is how she sees it.
Right. And... Yeah, and for that purpose she is, I assume, and in attempting to use some of her own words here, use the extras to empower characters in her script.
If that is not her main goal, that is definitely one of her side quests.
Right.
In fact, most distressingly, as you're speaking to her, you see an in-universe block of text pop up. Minor milestone achieved.
And were you perhaps the person who took this person's lower soul?
The what? Oh, right, you guys have more than two. Nope, that was... Flips through her own copy of the script. Oh, no, that was, some dragon's son.
Dragon's son?
The son of one of the dragons. In any case, that's a script I haven't revisited a bit, although maybe I really should get back down to it. Things in the center are going very spicy.
Right.
Oh, for reference, this character's voice is a reference to an old bit. Hey gamers! Remember me?
Oh, good.
Oh, great.
Going full circle with the jokes on where I met these clowns.
Mm-hmm.
Either way.
Twitch.tv/SuperButterbuns.
Super Butterbuns here.
In any case,
Where do I go here? I'm having trouble deciding where to go from here.
It is very much a weird, unspeakably powerful fearful cryptid just came in and started expositioning at you.
Yeah.
This is an incredibly difficult character to navigate around.
What's wrong?
What's it? Aura, if you need to tag out, Gavel's ready to tag in.
I'd love to tag. You know what? You can go ahead and talk to them. I'm gonna have some more. I think I see some boba over there. I'm gonna have some.
Oh, something I'll
and
note
just
before you
chill
finish
out.
heading off. She is super a creature of darkness. She's giving off that vibe
Yeah, I
more
know.
strongly than anyone else you've ever met. The sun
My
does
eyes
not
are
like
burning.
her.
My eyes are burning just from being within like 5 feet
Mhm.
of her. So it's like I spent like 9 hours in front of the
Oh,
computer.
great.
But enough about the new Monster Hunter game.
That's my tomorrow.
No, that's our, an hour from now, Alatos.
Also true.
Yeah, an hour from now, probably, yeah. In any case, tags out to Gavel as Newit just says, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you're gonna get way more success doing this than I will. I'll keep watch?
Might as well. Anything can happen. Gavel turns to...
Oh, no.
Revelation.
This is a chill exposition scene. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you here.
If you flirt with me, I'll kill you.
Oh, nope, I know your logline. I know you're not interested.
I have too much of this fucking war to deal with first before even thinking about trying to question whatever romantic feelings I may or may not have, but either way.
What do you want to know? Oh, though I should note my time here is limited.
Where's Spider?
I have another... Oh, where is Spider? In the kitchen.
Now, just so we're clear here, hold on, we're both talking about the Heartless Spider unraveling Fate's tapestry, yes?
Oh, I wasn't intending to deceive you with names, but a lot of my brethren love to do that. Good thinking. That'll be useful later. But yeah, the Heartless Spider unraveling Fate's tapestry is in the kitchen.
I snap to Lythander and point to the kitchen.
Yes, what about me?
Spider, kitchen, get him.
Got it. I run to the kitchen.
You see, this man, standing in front of the door. Let me find a good reference image for this guy. He does not look exactly like him, but this is the energy and vibe of this character. Well, hello there, Mr. Seething Moon. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that my agents are busy making a meal right now, but come back later. The banquet will be open. You know, I'm reasonably sure one of my second circle souls makes that exact noise when sleeping. How can I... But beyond that, I will have to ask you to come back later. Is there any other way I could be of service, though?
Where is he? What are you doing with him?
Oh, I'm not doing anything with him.
Alright,
He
so what
in
is your
fact-
boss doing with them?
Oh no, I'm reasonably sure the Prince of Hell has nothing to do with him. This is all me, baby.
So, so, if it's all them, but... What?
Let me introduce myself. You may refer to me as Almote. I am the fetic soul of Metagaus himself, the all-consuming hunger blossom.
Can I get a spell check on that, please? Thank you. Almost. Okay, that was how... Okay.
Speaking of picking up on running gags from when I met him, from when I met the clouds, finally Perfect Soul shows up after Imperfect and Semi-Perfect was in our first games. No, this isn't literally the character from Dragon Ball Z, but he has a similar voice and demeanor to Mr. P.
It's Mr. Perfect Soul to you.
You know,
You can always just hire me for it. I could probably do a bit of a good one.
better than myself, that's for certain.
I like to do it every now and then for fun. It's just a nice hobby I have.
Alright, so what do we need to do to get him back, then?
Oh, that's quite simple. Wait.
Collect my 8 red pages.
Besides waiting, what are you going to do? Because that man is unstable. He needs his medication.
I think he might be on too much medication.
I'd like to think that this is one of Metagaus's second circle souls just popping up behind him. I'm voicing the prime one, and Chills is voicing one of his seconds. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, that's canon. There's a Cell Junior behind him.
Tell me.
Tell me!
Tell me.
Tell me!
Tell me.
But yes,
So
regardless.
anyway, are you going to order or what?
Oh no, he can't order yet now.
Why can't I
Kitchen's
order a
not
double
open.
bacon cheeseburger with extra pickles?
Because they're still warming up and unpackaging the food.
Do you have any drinks?
One moment. A bunch of first circle demons explode out from Almo and skitter under the door.
Gross.
And they return holding an entire keg of wine.
Oh my
There you are.
goodness.
I will take it and walk away.
Okay.
He's not in there, Gavel.
That's-
What the
I
Man,
put
this is crazy. You
I
just buy
use the
wine in
wine
cons.
as a
the
as a
Malfeas
stand
did
for
you get?
free booze.
Hey, was anyone paying attention to Revelation throughout all this?
Gavel would be.
I-
Until-
Okay, good, because she
Gavel
would have
would be, yeah.
she would have vanished if you weren't paying attention to her,
Mm-hmm.
and you in fact do notice her trying to creep off.
No, I'm not done with you yet.
Schrodinger self-insert.
I don't know. I'd like to think she's much more annoying than I am, and also I wouldn't call her a self-insert because she doesn't matter all that much to the plot. Honestly,
She is a funny character though.
yeah, that's what she's bending the universe around her to be. Is just a funny bit character.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Miss seems to know everything.
Oh
Tell us-
no, just about half of everything.
Great. Anyway,
Mm.
so, since you seem to know where our delightful little spider is, then tell me this. Where would be the most likely place I might be able to find Tepet Itep?
I am going to make a dice roll for her.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Sorry, 6 successes, because 20s are. Yeah, this is someone who is not paying attention to the rules.
Yeah, I kind of figured on that first roll.
For the audience's thing, she just rolled 5 d20s.
Not D10s.
Not d10.
D20s.
Ah. Uh-oh.
This is what the person who, the kind of power Baelor, the person who came the closest to destroying the universe, came. And she's just using it for fun comedy bits.
Oh, goodness.
This is someone who could be the final boss of the game if she wanted, but she doesn't.
Like an
There's always
Okuyasu all over again.
there's always some fun to be had. Zahando Zawando!
Alright, in any case, let's see it. She pulls out a map and just starts scrolling over through it, flipping through. Oh, by the way, I should note, the only other defining feature of this person, she has the pointiest, longest ears you've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
Like, beyond a fucking
Aw.
Jack character.
Alrighty.
Longer than that.
That's
Like,
insanity.
like, double the length of Jack.
That's crazy.
That's definitely. There's no way it's actually that long.
Here's the thing, the length of the ears seems to change whenever you're not looking at her.
Huh.
Right.
Like, it's like she's being drawn deliberately off model in every shot.
Better she's being drawn literally on the scene whenever you have to look back to her.
Yes.
Oh god. This is a non-Euclidean entity.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. In any case. Oh! Oh, wow, he's doing his cue way earlier than I thought he would be. That? Do you have good news for you or good news for your place?
Good news for my place.
Well, it says here that Spider broke a promise to you, and that should be coming back to bite him soon.
Oh, right. That's
I'll
true.
yank his ass back with a bear trap if that's what it takes.
Nope, okay, it just happened.
Does he
Someone who was supposed to make their exit did not.
Oh.
Someone who was supposed to have a dramatic death scene is still alive because of the oath he broke.
Huh.
This is good for your place. Not sure if it's good for you. It all depends on what dialogue branches you decide to take.
Oh, I'm sure I'll pick a interesting one in that time. But I'm sure you already know that.
No, I don't know the future.
Yet.
I just have an outline.
Either way. So, I'm presuming this broken promise has something to do with the location of Etep, Of Tepet Etep. Bleh.
She scratches a chin that's suddenly much longer than it was a second ago. Like, it extends to Kaiji character length.
Oh, I was thinking
God.
Crimson Chin, but that works too.
Her chin is now this size.
Oh, goodness sakes.
That depends on which dialogue boxes you open. You've heard the riddle of the cat and the quantum cube, yes?
Yes, some magician named Schrodinger and the revival of a potential cat that may or may not be dead until observation. Quantum
whether
magic,
or not a pet's responsible depends on how you get to it.
I see.
I blame Oramos. That guy's always a pain in my rear.
I'll take your word for it. Now, where was this supposed to be dead fellow located?
The Khan's gym.
There's
the fight pit.
Oh, I was about to say, since when does conventions get a gym? But I suppose...
by the way, you might want to take up his offer on fixing your legs, because otherwise that promise will expire. And Mr. Lythander will be hit with some bad shit.
Wait, which one? I've had... it feels like 7 different offers for the repair of my spine.
It says here on page 5,480,600,078 that Lythander was tricked into sealing an oath that he would fix Gavel's legs.
Gavel slowly looks over to Lythander.
We already knew this. You and I both knew this already.
Yeah, the deadline on the quest flag is soon.
Oh boy, okay, so who's the one then? Because again, I've had many suitors, as it were.
Lythander.
Okay, take Lythander's offer soon then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine, that I suppose we can do that, especially since I'm pretty sure this is going to screw up the whole soccer tournament. Or I'm sorry, football. I'm sorry, I'm from...
It's called soccer,
damn right.
Madonna, it's fine.
Yes. I'm used to that
Football.
But either way, fine. I'll take it up. And so without further ado, I'm pretty sure you're wanting to leave, yes? Each time I blink, I can see you twitching, trying to escape.
She's absolutely moved a few frames away whenever you've played. She's actually a few steps away from you now when you were right next to her.
It's like SCP-173, except in reverse.
Yeah. Where she doesn't want to end the world, she just wants to be a funny little gremlin who causes major problems for later.
Yeah, that tracks. That's about right. Alright, fine. Will rather be out of your hair, but...
Oh, enjoy the mooks, and she leaves.
Oh, great.
And when I say she leaves, I mean, what appears to be a curtain drops down from the fucking nowhere, and when it finishes falling, she's gone.
Huh.
Leaving only a her-shaped dust cloud left.
That is... okay. Well, I suppose I know where we're going next. We're going to the Khan's fight pit.
So, by the Khan's fight pit, you're immediately struck with, what appears to be, so you've seen Gnosis before, he was just here. He's dead.
Oh!
However, you also notice the Hearthstone, he had on him that would let him duplicate into a real and alive guy if he was ever slain, is shattered on the floor.
Okay, I was about to say, if it wasn't shattered already, Gavel was gonna shatter it.
Oh, yeah, this means, he's alive, but that used his get out of death free card.
Okay.
And he has the same wounds on the guy you found upstairs.
Lovely. Well, it seems Amir has certainly been busy.
I don't. And there is someone crouched on the floor next to him, holding his stomach, and, there is a what I can only describe as a bucket with incredibly foul-smelling smells seeping out of it.
Oh, great.
And next to that bucket is, he's Baal, God-Eater Baal.
Oh.
Who looks unwell but alive.
Huh.
Like he was very violently sick.
Okay.
It turns out just because I was immune to the aging effects doesn't mean it didn't hurt like a motherfucker coming out.
Yes, I've heard that effects like that can happen.
And you can tell, like, his voice has a weird metal reverb as he's speaking, and you see the inside of his throat's made of fucking brass right now.
Oh.
He's used some kind of infernal magics to turn his insides into armor to survive. I believe the term is called by agony reforged.
That's crazy, but also very useful, I suppose.
Yeah, I think you could get that with enough investment into physique.
Let's see. I don't think Gavel has that much physique. No, I'm pretty decent amount, actually. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I thought I developed the trick to be able to eat anything safely, so I thought that by eating one of those things I could find out what the hell is running around trying to kill congoers. Did it get anyone else?
We found another dead person. With the same sort of wounds as Gnosis over there. Gavel points to the corpse.
Any other ID details on him?
Gavel relays the information that she got off, or rather that she got from...
Yeah, you would be able to give a description of the devil body sheet,
yep.
Which is what Baal is looking for here.
Yep.
His face just kind of twists in confusion. Why that guy? Like, he was going to just rip human souls out of their bodies and reforge them into his demonic Hell Worst Rider army, sure. But why use that to kill him instead of just cutting his throat?
Reasons.
I understand wanting that fucker dead, and honestly, I was gonna call out a hit if I learned he was gonna show his face here. He doesn't know about the life-stealing thing, it should seem.
Mm-hmm.
He just thought, evil deadly plant, I could digest it to learn more via magic mumbo shit. Oh shit.
Yep, turns out didn't quite go quite as planned.
Mm-hmm.
There's reasons for that I would prefer to keep a secret for now.
In any case, I am in absolute agony right now, I'm not gonna lie. It took every mote I had just to not die. I'm not sure I'll be able to help against Iolda for the remainder. It will take time to regain my power to be able to draw his attention again.
Yes, I suppose that figures.
Here's the thing, though. Is that I think I saw the guy who did it. He had some kind of darkness around him, and he had a hole in his chest. And he was scampering.
Was there any pattern of a spider anywhere on on this particular person?
Yeah, it was his anima.
Lightyear, damn it.
He tried to kill me on the way back, but... And here's the weird thing. He fishes out in his breast pocket on his jersey and brings out what looks like a little, like a very tightly bound, bowl stamped with, the Restaurant of the Golden Hawk iconography.
Okay.
I brought a snack with me, like, for somewhere in the con, and it stopped the knife. Or, more accurately, it stopped the essence bolt.
Huh.
These things aren't supposed to be able to... It's a fucking little ceramic bowl. It shouldn't be able to sink a blast made of solar-esque essence like that. Aura, you can instinctively tell that this is iconography from heaven pointing out this is a consequence of Spider breaking his oath, is keeping Baal alive.
Oh. Damn, I don't know.
You just instinctively know that.
Oh, man. We make some quality stuff.
This is yours?
Yeah. Well, in a sense. This, the ceramic bowl, all that saved your life is just a ceramic bowl. But it was imbued with a powerful force of causality caused by a certain someone breaking their oath.
How big an oath are we talking, he says, as he sits up in concentration, but also pain.
Big one. Real big one.
The Eclipse Oath, then.
Mm-hmm.
There's something funny about pacts sealed by all the powers of heaven keeping someone blessed by hell alive. If I were more of a poet, I'd probably be able to make some kind of fun analogy about that.
Well, so who's to say? I've been hanging out with Gavel for a long while to no longer be particularly blind to the irony of that particular happenstance.
What was the oath he broke, if you don't mind me asking?
Do I remember what the oath was?
The oath was to not attack you or your friends or the Ashen Ones until it was time for a dramatic duel that he broke to blow his load on the trying to give you guys a challenge early at Gnosis's behest, when he temporarily but not permanently lifted consequences. Because he thought that was the best time to give you guys a genuine challenge, and the threat of death was in a surprise attack while fighting the Wild Hunt.
Right.
Okay, so I'm assuming after a brief flashback has occurred and he's digesting that. So I'm alive as part of a plan to spite him.
Indeed.
And he attempted to assault you in order to help you grow, to give you a challenge?
In a sense, yes. That was his justification.
And what was his real justification? What was the real reason?
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with his, let's just say, employer. And if I recall, it's one of the Neverborn, right?
Yes. Fallen Star. Fallen Star, what was his employer at first? Lythander convinced him to betray her, but not the Neverborn, which are technically above them.
Right.
So he's effectively been hired out by the CEO that does nothing but scream, "Kill them all, Peter," constantly.
Final Glimmer of Fallen Star was their original employer, but someone sits above her still, and that person still pulls on spider strings. The Neverborn.
So this was part of some gambit to help the Neverborn. So, okay, it's coming together. They kept me alive so I could help foil the Neverborn up in heaven. Strange road they weave, but if it means me not dying, I guess I'll take it.
Funny how stuff works.
Yeah. Throws up a peach. Half digested, covered in acid. Don't eat that.
Yeah, it's okay. I wasn't planning to.
In any case. Did you find the guy who did the guy?
We did. We did, actually. If you can believe it. He was actually a lot closer to us than we found the guy that got this individual's upper soul. In fact, he was attempting. This act was an attempt to mask the original. Was an attempt to mask the original killing by one of our associates, Amir.
I did see a bunch of hungry ghosts, the lower souls, I guess you would call them, bound in this person's anima, in the culprit's anima.
Right. Except that wasn't the culprit's anima. Amir planted that evidence as a way to throw us off the actual perpetrator's track.
You see, Baal's eyes roll into the back of his head as he taps his unwoven coadjutor to get, vital thing you missed about the mystery.
Oh.
There's 3 culprits, not 2.
Come on!
Three culprits.
The man who tried to kill me and killed but not killed Gnosis and took the lower soul of that is not the Peaches' initial distributor.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we've got Amir, the Peaches' initial distributor, and then one more person.
Who you've pretty conclusively pinned down as Spider.
Yeah.
Right, and as Spider, yes.
The actual killer is whoever was handing out the peaches. Or
Right.
is growing
And
or
it's
cooking
not-
or whatever you would want to use for them.
And it's not Tip.
Maybe. Probably.
You know Tepet was involved in growing the fruits. You don't know if he is physically out there handing them out right now, or plotting to kill all the other Infernals at the convention. It is possible someone else stole the fruit and is using it for those purposes.
Right. Well, the reason I was wondering about that was because Tepet was also like peddling the fruit in food, like in a competing.
But he was being upfront with what it was, to an extent. He wasn't hiding it in, say, the water supply.
Right.
He was not doing a scarecrow. This person's doing a scarecrow. We zoom in on the background where Nue has constructed the Pepe Sylvia corkboard to try and figure out what the fuck's going on. Start spinning out some spider silk to piece everything together. This is a fucking mess. Why can't it just be a simple murder mystery? Oh, it's because a bunch of people's different schemes are colliding like a fucking carriage crash. I see.
Right.
You know, we really should have seen something like this coming. I just didn't think it would be this high stakes. Okay.
All right. And do we have any further leads on? Who this additional person might be?
From Archive Mind Mentality, that person would logically be whoever's in the kitchen with Spider right now, but Almote was not letting you in.
No one's in the kitchen with Spider. No one's in the kitchen with Spider.
No, someone is, very much so.
Amir's in the kitchen with Spider. Amir has a knife pointed right at his ass.
It's not Amir.
It's pretty sure it's Almote. If it's not Almote, then then I fear the worst.
Well, maybe there's a way for us to get in the kit, and there's a way for us to find our way into the
What
kitchen.
does it take for us to get into the kitchen?
Lythander,
I'm
you're good at
asking
sneaking,
directly.
right, Lythander?
Yeah.
You're a disguise.
You're asking Ball? Well, you would need to either get past Almote or sneak in through the air ducts.
No. I mean, what does it
Rad mode,
cost?
rad mode, rad mode, rad mode, rad mode, rad mode, rad mode, rad mode.
What?
No, it's out of character.
Okay.
I'm yelling rat. I'm yelling rat mode.
Okay.
Oh, I was hearing red.
Yeah, I was hearing red moat.
No, rat
Rat
mode.
mode.
Rat.
I
am the rat shaker. But, yeah, no. So,
I mean, the kitchen would open to everyone when it's time for the feast, but I'm guessing that's the culprit's
Okay.
end game,
yeah.
is to kill us all.
Yep.
Actually, Gavel, remember
Yeah.
that vision you got from Dokuzan about how you might die in the future from one of these things?
Yeah.
You were gonna wear the clothes for that tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Like, that was the outfit you had planned for, like, your big panel tomorrow.
Yeah, it sure was.
You were gonna die from one of those plants.
Oh boy, excellent.
Now, Dokuzan did, of course, warn you that, hey, this is just the most likely future. You can avert this.
Yes,
But
indeed.
if things don't change,
then bad things will continue to happen to Gavel.
and in that vision, there were a shitload of peaches coming off your body.
Mm-hmm. To some weird living plant thing.
What did I miss?
Gavel's prophesized date of death is tomorrow from the fruits and the feast.
Yep.
Oh no.
That's also
We should probably do
when
something.
the kitchen would be open once they're done prepping all the food for the banquet. Okay, so just to clarify for the audience, a bunch of people all scavenged one guy's corpse for parts and assorted soul fragments after one culprit killed him, and that same culprit is planning to slaughter a bunch of all the other Infernals via these same means tomorrow. This was a very convoluted plot thread over here, but I hope that explained everything that just happened over the last hour.
Everyone's basically taking similar actions for different means. And it
Yes.
is insane.
It is the evil scheme version of carcinization.
Mm.
Everything becomes as Peach.
Everything links back together.
I eat the peach.
Right.
The one that's half dissolved in acid on the ground that Ball warned you against eating?
No.
Okay, good.
The peach schnapps that is in my endless bottle.
There you go.
Understandable. It's good. It's good peach schnapps.
I'm now
I
going to
prefer
turn into a rat that is now drunk
Yeah.
to try to stumble into the
Okay.
kitchen.
Oh boy.
Okay, take a 2-die stunt for the comedy factor and make a stealth check opposed by Almote. This is with double 8s on his end.
I'm going to use
Oh,
an
boy.
excellency.
Let's see them rolls.
Not great. Oh my god, you beat him.
Oh my goodness sakes. Wow.
Nice.
So that would be 6 successes versus 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I
Yeah,
doubled.
you beat him.
That's
You sneak
crazy.
past him. Fucking easily.
I had an idea too if this went awry, but no, that works.
The interior of the kitchen is fucking massive and also covered in tiny little plant and fruit trees. You see Spider working the fucking grill flipping burgers.
I'm going
Do I really have to...
Yeah.
I was gonna give a bit of more of an establishing shot. Do I really need to do this? This feels fucking beneath me. If you want your cut of the prize, then yes, you'll have to do this. Says the figure at the very tail end of the place. The guy with the fucking forehead jewel. This is all-consuming vitriol.
And we know this person.
You met him once, yeah. This was one of the other people present at the How Do We Kill Iolda panel. The super pale albino fella, who's the same cast as Gavel.
Oh, the traitor, right?
No, that would be
he was
Rashid.
yeah, he was the one. He was the one who offered to fix Gavel's spine, but you realize he would have tried to brainwash her to go on a jihad against the Talkthon.
Gotcha.
Currently, he is in the back trimming down one of the trees and extracting the fruits off of what looks like the corpse of a demon. It's not just humans these things work on. And he appears to be trying to cram it into, like, a jar for the kind of things you use to pickle or dry things out. He's making dried Peaches of Immortality. / nasty Peaches of Immortality. Alright, so yeah, that's the scene and the dialogue exchange that happens when you come in. What do you do after that?
I'm trying to think, do I want to steal him back? Guys, what do you think I should do?
You should get Spider back so we can, talk to Spider about what in the world he's been doing.
Lythander is going to crawl up to Spider's leg and then just tap it.
Oh, a rat! Rolls for a close combat attack on you.
If he succeeds, I'm going to reflex into, to put him into the gall.
Alright, then he would go try a physique check to break out of your grapple, then, because it takes time to transport an unwilling person into there.
Gotcha. Would he still attack?
Can you...
attack me if he knew it was Lythander?
No.
Lythander, grows horns.
Alright, and the foot stops an inch from your rat face. 1 second, one of the peaches rolled under the counter, let me get it. As he leans down, what are you doing here? I'm trying to help you.
What are you doing? So, I came here to understand what's going on. What are you doing here, first of all? Why did you leave?
Building a sufficiently powerful threat for you to overcome so you could kill the Neverborn!
We were going to do that anyway. We didn't need you to...
No, you weren't! You didn't tell me that!
You could... There were so many context clues.
Did we give Spider any of those context clues? Or did we just...
No!
Yeah, I was about to say...
You've been keeping him in gay baby jail the whole time!
I was about to say, I think we just kept him in the wind there for a while.
I am so sorry.
Well, you didn't!
I am sorry about that.
Apology not accepted.
No, that's fair. I'm sorry. You don't have... But, so, what is your actual plan here?
Kill a bunch of these fucking Infernals so you could take their shit and get stronger.
That's actually very fair, but did you know that they're trying to kill Gavel?
Well, obviously we won't let them do that.
Well, Gavel is also in a wheelchair now.
Aren't you, really good with medicine and shit? Aren't you, a necromancer? Can't you fix
trust
that?
me, they do not want me to fix it, even though I'm now contractually obligated to fix it.
Well, why don't you do it?
You try to get next to somebody in a wheelchair with a dog that's now on 2 legs.
What?
Yeah, he's now moving on 2 legs.
By the way, you want to do a read intentions roll on Spider?
Sure. What would you like me to use for that?
Your choice of presence, embassy, or awareness. Any of them.
Okay. And any attribute?
Force.
Force. Alrighty, so then that would bring it down to 7 dice. 4 successes.
If you have an intimacy towards Spider, you can add a dice from the lunar stuff, and you can also stunt of a way to find out, is this what he really wants, or what is he hiding, or whatever, for the audience's sake.
I'll give others the benefit of the doubt.
Alright, yeah, add a stunt, then. And the other dice from, being his friend.
That would be 6 successes.
That beats him by 1.
Wow.
Murder Saint Declaration boosts his resolve from 3 to 5, and you just barely cleared it.
Gotcha.
Here's the thing. He does want to create a threat in order to help you guys get stronger, like he did the prior time he betrayed you. The thing is he's not telling you that to kill the Neverborn, you would need to kill all of reality. That's a pretty fucking big lie by omission.
We aren't going to kill all of reality, because that's stupid. That means that we should just let other people win here, so... let's not do that.
Which would mean you would die.
Yes. And I don't feel like dying at the moment.
Well, regardless of what we do down the line, you're gonna have to survive what happens here, and I've kind of done a lot of bit of work into setting up a grand big fight for you guys to train with.
That's fair, but do you mind making it so that it... I'm just trying to... that there's little collateral damage.
Blank, dial upstairs, he blinks one eye and then the other eye.
Don't pull at me, you know what I mean. Basically, if you want us to have a good fight, I just don't want you to completely destroy Helcon or get in the ways of killing, what's their name, Iolda. Because we need to destroy...
Who?
Oh, Iolda, we need to destroy the establishment. This is Iolda right now, so you could go crazy and actually try to destroy this Helcon if you want. Because this is technically an enemy of ours.
You see him genuinely consider it? Maybe I'll do that while the fight's going on.
That would actually be pretty helpful.
But on the other hand, it might also be more effective if I fight you guys alongside Mr. Plant Guy here, because that'll mean that I'm pretty strong. I know a sidereal martial art, and that would mean you guys are pushed the closest towards actually dying here, which would mean you stand the most to gain and the most to help out the world.
We already had one of those fights, don't you remember? Why do you think Gavel's in a wheelchair?
Yeah, but this one's going to be much more intense. You might actually die here, which would mean
broken.
by coming close to the precipice of... Yeah, but you can fix
but
that,
that
right?
takes a while. It doesn't take a day. It takes weeks.
Actually, no. You could, because of the lunar mode I added to that charm, you could get it in a single recovery scene.
Oh, but I'm still trying to...
Right, yeah, lying. I get you.
No, not lying. Admitting the truth.
Just like, a lie by omission, still a lie.
Is it, though?
In any case, do any of your familiars come with you, I wonder?
If they wanted to, they could.
Pedro comes up, and, gonna roll, a necromancy action against one of the Peaches of Immortality. Uh-oh.
Oh no, what happened to Pedro?
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Why is Pedro such a powerful necromancer?
That kind of... okay. Because I'm the...
Yeah, was he wildly succeeded.
Because I'm a powerful necromancer?
Pedro casts Door to the Dead and stores one of the Peaches of Immortality elsewhere and puts this horrifying Chekov's gun on the mantle. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
He's not wrong. But, what are we going to do here? So, Spider?
Yeah?
You do know that we are pretty strong, right?
Yeah.
You do know that if you want to push us closer to death, that means we might have to fight you as if we would need to kill you, right?
Well, yeah, I'm already dead.
Well,
what do I care?
I mean, the others might think of this as a grave betrayal. That might mean that you need to be eliminated permanently.
Well, that'll mean they just fight me harder.
No, that doesn't mean that they fight you. That means they wipe you from existence.
You're assuming they could kill me and I stay dead. And we've already seen that's not necessary. That's real fucking hard.
We've done it before. When we were much weaker.
Well, no,
you
were not able to kill me.
We did that... Yes, because I told them not to.
Is that what happened? It's been a while.
Yes, that is what happened. I bartered for your life.
Out of character, is that what happened? It's been a while.
I believe that is actually what happened.
What happened? Why?
That I asked you guys not to kill Spider.
Yes, I believe that was the case.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because we could have permanently killed him at lower essence levels.
Yeah.
But you didn't want us to, and we decided why not.
See, normally that would have been wholly negative before you guys, but with the broken Eclipse Oath, now things are going all sorts of swingy, and how is this good for the economy? No, not that guy, he's dead. How is this good for you? How is this good for our stonkin' creation coin?
I don't know. How is it good for the stonk and creation coin?
Fun-setting trivia fact. Did you know prayer is edible to gods?
I did not.
You can eat your salary in heaven.
Huh.
Tastes like faith.
Yeah, people have always, like devs have said before, it's like Gelt. It's the edible chocolate coins you pass around on Hanukkah.
That's hilarious.
Those are always... is it bad that I actually think those taste better than normal chocolates?
You might actually be onto something there because they're not made via, like, the traditional America terrible chocolate.
Oh, is it like...
So they might be made European style, depending on what Gelt you're getting.
Like
Right.
actual cocoa chocolate?
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, man.
So you might actually be onto something there, but that's neither here nor there. In any case, new sidereals are encouraged to not eat their first paycheck. This often doesn't work. Anyway, back to this fucking scene of, hey, could you maybe not try and kill us? No. I'm gonna need a persuade action if you're gonna want to try and convince Spider to defect here.
Alright, what do you need for me?
This is gonna be either a presence or embassy based on whether you're forcibly ordering him to stand down, or if you're trying to provide logical reasons as to why he shouldn't.
I'm guessing embassy is going to be showing logic.
Yeah.
I'm going to be showing him logic.
Okay.
So, Spider, think of it this way. What would be better than to help destroy this bitch and give you the strongest feeling of all time of being able to kill something that's supposed to be unkillable as well? So that you can join the club of because I believe that actually, I think every one of us, except maybe Aura, has killed somebody permanently.
Add a stunt and double nines for free for a reason I'll explain later.
Wow.
4 successes.
Is that with the stunt?
Yes.
Add another dice for the relationship bonus with Spider for your social link.
Please.
Alright. So that would be 5 plus my 3. That would be... No, sorry, plus my 4, because this is influence roll.
Also remember your anima effects.
That's what I was saying. So that was 9 successes.
That beats his boosted resolve of 7.
Wow.
And the reason that this is getting double nines is because this is directly keying off the Chivalry of Death. The honor code that the Neverborn encourage Abyssals to follow in order to buff their essence effectively.
Okay.
They are allowed to spare a large amount of people in horrific deathbed situations if it means executing a superior to scare people. Which is effectively what Lythander is telling him to do.
Yeah.
You do see him genuinely do the calculus. You've seen the picture of the lady with the math in front of her. That's Spider right now.
Mm-hmm.
Here, yes, here we go. This is Spider.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing the Pepe Silvia math.
No, that's Nue right now, trying to solve this Ace Attorney case. No, it's not. Ace Attorney mysteries get pretty convoluted, so that's actually pretty accurate. Has there ever been a case where there's like 15 different murder suspects all at once?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, it's one of...
It's called the murder of Mr. Burns.
Right. In any case, alright, fine. And you have now prevented Spider from being an enemy in the next boss fight.
Woo!
Okay, but I can't help you guys directly. I'll just stay in the bathroom during the fight, I guess, or, I don't know, take a shit. Actually, hang on, I don't think I've needed to shit since I died. Should I be worried about that?
Probably. You probably have a very, very... Have you eaten anything lately, actually?
Yeah?
You should be worried. Your body might be a garden of infestation.
No, I know there's a colony of disease spirits inside me already, but they listen to me. He knows the Abyssal Charm Plague knows its master. All of the microbacteria and other horrible infections inside of him are weapons he could use. Abyssal magic is fucked up.
Yeah.
So, with that taken care of, I'm going to allow, Vitriol a chance to spot Lythander. Excellency boosted roll here. You got like an 8 on your stealth success, right?
I got a 12.
Okay, yeah, he's not able to tell you're there. Spider has been whispering this whole time, and the sound of the clipping of shears keeps drowning you out, so Vitriol does not notice you're there, as far as you could tell.
Yay.
However, as you retreat from the kitchen, the camera zooms in on his eyes doing the unwoven coadjutor thing to ask a question. What that question is will be saved for another session, though. For now, Lythander rejoins the rest of the group.
Rats, I'm a rat.
Well done, 47.
Hello.
I knew rat mode was a good idea.
Well, did you do it? Is he gonna kill us all or not?
No.
Why
Yes,
are you...
won't kill us. No.
Why are you talking like Smiling Rat does?
Yes.
Oh my god, Smiling Rat talks like a Skaven. That's canonical in this game now. The other most horrifyingly powerful lunar necromancer in the setting. Okay, New Age claps their heads. Okay, people. Okay, we've got that taken care of. Did you see who it was, Lythander?
What do you mean who it was?
The other guy in the kitchen, the murderer.
Did I actually see that person?
Yeah, it was Vitriol.
It was Vitriol.
Nue looks good. Do we know a Vitriol? She doesn't have perfect memory, but Gavel would immediately know who that is.
Did I write that down in my notes?
The pale, gear-faced dude.
Yes, okay, Vitriol.
The other Ascendant cast you met.
Yes. There we go.
When I say pale, I mean actually albino.
Yes. I do remember. Yeah, all-consuming vitriol. That's it. Yep.
Yep, there he is.
Goodness sakes. I don't know why I put that in my notes for vitriol, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Well then.
Lythander puts together the Danganronpa comic board.
We found the identity of D. Greyman all along.
The Detective Conan culprit has been identified.
Mm-hmm.
But the feast isn't until tomorrow. If we can't confront him until then, what do we do with the rest of the day?
Lythander?
Yes?
My spine.
Oh, yes, you wanted that upgraded, right?
Not upgraded.
You want it... Yeah, you want it healed.
Fixed.
Yes.
Not upgraded.
Yes.
Fixed.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. We got
Right,
until
well,
tomorrow.
Wellness restoring
I'm going to
meditation.
go and help. Yeah.
It doesn't require a roll. It might require a moat, but you'll recover that by tomorrow. Lythander, what are the side effects?
So, the side effects
Oh no.
are that you sometimes slip into a Cockney accent.
I can do that. Okay.
I'm not sure why that would be a side effect related to the mushrooms or necromantic or animal energy you would use.
The orcs, baby!
I'm thinking it has something to do with like the necromantic mushrooms traveling up the vertebrae, and somehow the spores of the mushroom just sort of pop out into the trachea. And for
We could
whatever-
make it a literal ox of giving her bull horns or something. That would fit the devil motif too.
It really would. The
And
nose
the
ring.
lunar. And the
Yeah, but
lunar
that's not
animal
really
mutation stuff.
mushroom, though.
Mushrooms have horns.
Normally they're used to throw off spores, so, I mean...
It plays into Gavel's motif, so honestly,
Okay,
it
sure.
wouldn't make her that mad.
Yeah, we'll give her spore horns.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't actually know mushrooms had horns. Well then. Horns aplenty.
Mm-hmm. One trauma teen surgery scene later. I should play those games at some point if I ever can, or at least watch a let's play.
Yeah. I think KZ did a let's play of them.
Gavel,
Yes.
legs, they're back.
Yes!
You can walk.
And I can finally kick Spider's ass.
Mind you, it's still very painful at the moment because like
Yes.
muscle atrophy over the last few days, but yeah, that dramatic injury is now resolved.
Yay.
And you don't feel any different mentally. No brainwashing happened.
That's
I mean,
good.
you're pretty sure you always had those horns, right?
Horns. She taps the horns.
I'm sorry, there's a side effect.
So
They feel squishy.
Unfortunately, they do. I would have preferred if they were more hardened, but I suppose...
They will over time.
I
Or
suppose
when you're excited.
that's not how that... Whatever.
That is how it works in mushrooms, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, yes, it is.
Oh,
But
come on!
Juffa what fills my fibers and I grow turgid.
Oh, no. Either way, since you're the lead botanist here, it seems, I suppose it's something I'll deal with for having working legs. Again, or rather, it's a working spine, but still.
I mean, there is also something else that I don't need to tell you but
What do you mean?
you might appreciate it.
No, I would prefer if you told me now.
So, you will be very, very... You would basically be addicted to mushroom foods. I say
Hmm.
lyingly, trying to steal shapes. And put in front of Gavel a rice bean mushroom.
I'm not feeling hungry for mushrooms, though.
Not even my personal best ones? Okay.
I'll have that later.
See?
I'm not. That doesn't mean addiction.
I know, I'm messing with you.
Either way.
Listen, I had to lose your shape once, so...
Yes, and I had the feeling. I don't know. I had this strange feeling that someone else had my shape, but someone, I don't know, punched it out of them or something. Very strange feeling.
Hey, the camera abruptly cuts to,
Danny.
No, it cuts to, a figure working in a deep Prasadi lab with the fake Gavel corpse carved up
Oh, goodness.
and stitched together into Malik's corpse.
Oh, my goodness.
And the eyes open. New liminal dropped!
Oh, no. Alright.
Playing that card a bit early, but it's not one the characters would know about for a while. Back to the current narrative.
Wow. Either way, it seems we should probably meet up with the others and tell them the good news.
Yeah, this is probably a good time to go talk to the Ashen Ones in, the Quantum Chamber.
Indeed.
Hi, all the Ashen Ones are fucking stuck together.
What?
Remember when I said, Rashid had to save them from Iolda by stacking them on top of each other in the same quantum entanglement?
Yes, okay. Yeah,
It's
I
like their
remember.
models are all glued together and glitching.
Oh, lovely.
There's a bunch of crying kids because even if it's not painful, it is very existentially unpleasant. This is a valid target for Curse Shattering Strike, I should note.
I even have Curse Shattering Strike. No, I have
Lythander
Shadow.
does.
I have Shadow Spike Curse. That's right.
Want to go ahead and force Sagacity to free the Ashen Ones?
Let's free the Ashen Ones.
What do I get for freeing the Ashen Ones? What have they ever done for me?
You get an unbroken throat.
But I don't have a broken throat.
You're about to if you don't free them.
8 successes.
Hey, quick question. Are you sending the Ashen Ones into the Gavel? Because otherwise, that is 1,000 people in a fucking car-sized holding cell. Where else are they gonna go?
In the gall?
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a giant line of 1,000 or so people just falling into Lythander's ring.
Well then. Well, I suppose that's one way to do it. If only I could do the funny voice modulation thing with my current interface, but alas, I cannot.
Yeah, I really should look into setting that up or something. Shora showed me that one time. Shout out to Shora.
Wow.
Anyway, while we still have a little bit of time left in the session, do we want to go into Gavel's panel at all? / also maybe, the third step of the anti-Iolda plan. Whatever the shape that might take.
Ooh.
Possibly link the two together if you want. If not, we could save the panel for next time, but I do feel like we should get to the penultimate stage of killing this motherfucker.
Indeed. I mean, we could save it for next time. That could at least give me some time to note over Gavel's idea for the panel structure, as
Let's
it were.
do that then, because it might key into if we get a specific person for the next show.
Mm-hmm.
In any case,
Oh!
let's go ahead and, so we already had the Warstrider bombardment to soften up the exterior shell, and, attacking a bunch of his second circle souls directly through Rashid's help.
Hmm.
What other plans of attack do we want to use to kill the giant castle that is Tyranny?
I mean, what, if we were gonna
God,
let...
I wish we could do that in real life.
If only. I know we were gonna let Spider go ham as well.
Spider's occupied right now, though.
True. This is very true. I'm trying to think. Okay, so this is gonna be a very weird question. And I don't know if you can answer it at this exact point or until next session, but roughly how many Infernals have the charm Devil Body Incarnation?
All of them.
All of
It's
them?
universal for all of them.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, because I know once you get to, like, depending on what each Infernal chooses for a Devil Body Incarnation, you have the thing of going through, like, walls and stuff. So...
Yeah, no clip.
Indeed. We could have a basically a Gmod no clip squad to advance into basically they're a scout troop to help figure out and point out what's ahead or where weak spots could be in the structures.
This sounds like a feat of strength to me, which you definitely would be able to cape of. I would just need to scroll up to the rules, and the Devil Body lowering the difficulty for that is absolutely going to be required. This is real fucking hard.
Yes.
Should I take a bit to find... Someone you will find in the way, though, is Emerald.
Look at my notes. I know I've written them down.
Yeah, the wizard. The wizard cast who gave you the TEP wheelchair. Oh, I see you decided on the repairs after all. Shame you won't be able to make use of that artillery cannon. How is your convention treating you, other than that?
Well, I suppose the only way I can describe it is Malfeas. Or Malfeasius, should I say.
Understandable.
But I would like to also thank you for the wheelchair. It was quite useful for the short while that I had it. I'm presuming you're going to want it back, because if not, I have a few ideas for it myself.
It's made of mundane materials. I don't really care if you keep it or not.
Then
Give
I
it to
shall
someone who could use it.
Then I shall keep it and make a fun little toy out of it later.
Raises an eyebrow, but doesn't say anything else.
Not that kind.
Just wanted to make sure. Either ways, I take it you're here for much the same purpose I am, is to find the structural weaknesses?
Correct.
Did you figure out the trick to walk through walls, too?
I learned it a bit later. I was a bit more preoccupied with, wanting to irradiate intense emotions and also grow up to twice my normal size. But I did learn it, yes.
That was the first thing I learned.
The landscape I was in at the time when I first learned Devil Body Incarnation, it wasn't that necessary.
In an environment as confined as where I grew up, it very much was.
And I certainly don't blame you for that.
In any case, shall we?
Certainly.
This is going to be an opposed check. An opposed check for. Alright, this is going to be 2 rolls. Emerald will do one and you will do the other.
Okay.
One is against a static difficulty of 9 in order to rupture critical internal structure. And the other is for a check to fend off Iolda, who has been alive this whole time and is using his C in action to try and force you to stop.
Okay.
Do you want to go deal? One is going to be a social action, and the other will be feats of brute force or wizardry.
Let's see, because my big things, I mean, I have 5 in sagacity, but I also have 5 in embassy and presence. So I could, depending on what abilities would be needed for what, I could do.
I actually have something if you decide to use presence for that.
Oh.
The wild shaping thing you could do. The
Yeah.
Convergent Order of Principles.
Yes, the charm replicates the solar charm wild shaping technique with the additional capacity of shaping land altered via taste of hell infliction.
That's all of Malfeas, technically speaking.
Ooh, okay.
You could fucking Inception force gateways open so that Emerald can fire the beams or whatever.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Magical working venture then.
It's not going to be a full working just for the sake of the time scale, but
Yep.
this will be the role opposing Iolda.
Okay.
You do hear his voice creeping from the windows. You've already won. You've already proven your point. You would dare to raise a hand against your betters and try and kill what has never been and kill a foundation of the universe. You monkeys need forces to bring things into order and tell you what to do. To kill me would be to bring all that you are as society screeching to a halt. Stop now!
If I respond to him, will he hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, little piggy. This wolf isn't done blowing down the house yet.
And a stunt!
Alright, so what attribute and ability do you want me for this?
Oh my god, Iolda! Force plus presence!
Thank you. Hold on. I don't think I have a thing for presence. No, I do not. I need to do that
He
sometime.
rolled 4 successes on 15 dice.
so
I'm pretty sure you
funny.
got this.
Oh, wait, hold on. Because of the stunt.
Unfortunately, Iolda made the critical mistake of doing the Vegeta point in your duel with him earlier.
4 successes.
Is that with the stunt?
Yes, that is with the stunt. Oh boy.
Okay, hang on a second. Does your anima effects help you with intimidation or social rolls?
Where is it? Shake off your change. Extras and non-heroic mortals cannot ignore the Ascendant's social actions, giving in to their violent and rebellious instincts. Laws of hell. Rebuking any authority, not the Yozi. The Infernal encourages listeners to exact justice with their own hands. Add her essence and successes on social influence rolls, provoking characters to acts of rebellion or anarchy.
You would be included in that, I think.
So add my essence into successes, so that's an additional...
Assuming your anima's high enough, then yes.
I believe it is. How much, because that's active. How much do you need for active?
2.
2? Yeah, it's definitely high enough for that.
Okay, then.
Yep.
Yeah, then you managed to succeed because of your anima effects.
Let's go.
Now it's Emerald up.
Please, Emerald. I did that.
As
I
she
did this
begins
cool
shaping-
stuff for you.
As she begins shaping Solar Circle Sorcery. horrifyingly powerful essence begins to gather in her hands. As in her war throne, it begins to brace into a killer position as she makes this position. One sec, as she puts her hands up like this.
Uh-huh.
Solar Death Ray! She is now going to roll for Build Will for Solar Death Ray. Essence-based successes on that Build Will, so 6, 7... plus
That's rad.
plus the 3, that is going to be a total of 10 auto successes. Or sorry, 10 successes, so 7 will, and baking into her shaping ritual of destroying irreplaceable objects, Iolda, she gathers the 10 motes for Solar Deathway to deal uncountable damage to him.
Ooh.
Now, what does that mean? This is the damage rating. Typing in results for the GIF. This is how much damage she deals.
Oh. An Ouroboros amount of damage.
She deals infinite amount of damage.
Oh my goodness.
You're asking, Total Annihilation is the AoE nuke attack. This is the single target destruction attack.
I see. Okay.
A horrifyingly powerful jet of red and black energy lances out from between her arms as a coherent energy beam. I don't know if, Gavel, you've seen this attack in your lifetime. Almost certainly not, but you know immediately, oh wait, this is the most powerful weapon a sorcerer can cast. This is the fucking hydrogen bomb against this coughing baby. This is the shit, and it is launching right towards Iolda as you hear him scream in absolute agony as this pierces his heart. While he is not yet dead, as he has redundancies and defenses and precautionary measures against this, the final blow is within arm's reach. As the entire con shakes. Thank you for your input. We should go before this room collapses.
All right.
Although you were blown out of the room by the shockwave of the solar death ray, most likely.
Yeah, probably. If it's something that can do something like that, then most certainly Gavel would have been
Very much reminiscent of in the Star Wars RPG, the Death Star's main weapon is listed as having infinite damage.
That's so insane.
Note, there are charms in Exalted to resist infinite damage.
That is equally crazy.
Iolda doesn't have any of them, but some people in this convention do. He was meant to be fought in a group as the buffer and champion general of the Yozi, not as a single one-on-one target, hence his vulnerabilities to a direct duel that he was egoed into going for. All the rest of you guys just feel the entire con venue start shaking. Knocks over some of the bean cakes Lythander was eating or something, I don't know. And Lythander, you can also just sense ridiculously powerful magic happening a few floors below you. After which, I'm imagining Gavel returns to everyone else just covered in soot.
Mm-hmm.
And just a bunch of cross-hatching from just being near the vicinity of the death ray going off. From New Age, what the fuck? Did it work?
99.9% complete, yes.
Was that your doing? Like, did you, cave down his organs or something, or?
I basically metaphorically ripped open his rib cage so someone could take a shot at the heart.
What was that?
I ripped apart some structures in the walls, and...
No, the other person, what'd they do?
Oh, some sort of... And I described the attack that I witnessed.
Right. You would know the name Solar Death Ray.
Yes.
When you drop that, Nue actually turns pale and looks a little afraid. That's one of the most horrifying weapons ever devised. Like, that's the kind of shit... Like, that is to sorcerer's weapons what El Dorado is to magical infrastructure. That is... The fact we have someone here in this con who could cast that, should we take care of them? Like, permanently? I don't know if I can trust anyone who could wield the murder beam carelessly like that.
It would be quite difficult to, especially since they gave me that nifty little wheelchair, which, by the way, Nue, I have a new project for you to work on after this is all over.
Okay, fine, but the point is that can we trust her with that, then?
At this very moment, it seems our causes are aligned. So until we get any evidence that would say otherwise, yes.
She looks back at Aura to get her 2 cents. Chills might be muted.
For the time being, I choose to trust in Gavel's judgment.
Okay. Alright. All I'm saying is we might want to get a countermeasure if that ends up getting pointed at us.
Right.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do before we wrap for the session?
Nothing that comes to mind on my end.
That's basically all the notes I had in mind for me. Although, we could do some preliminary ground floor work for Gavel's panel if we wanted to. You could reveal that to the audience if you want. At least keep them guessing for what's happening next time.
Yes, okay, so Gavel's gonna put up a banner above the room for her panel. And it is going to read as such. Hold on, I just need to double check something real quick. Okay. It is going to say this. Final glimmer of fallen star, Death Lord or Lord of to be dead? Question mark.
Yeah, there's a congar who goes by, and Nemen Loki glances. You should workshop that name.
I'm not an entertainer, but yes, I suppose you're right.
Shrugs, walks off, and just kind of tosses up into his air the peach he's holding and catches it again, whistling.
Where did you get that?
Oh, found it in the trash.
Then why are you eating it?
He isn't. He's just carrying it.
Why are you carrying it? It was in the trash.
I mean, we could still use it to grow shit.
Can I take a look at that peach real quick?
What do you give me for it?
A non-broken throat.
He spends 2 anima to oath seal that, and he very carefully raises the peach to eye level so that you can look at it, and then puts it back down.
Okay.
There.
Is that one of the peaches?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. All right, thank you.
You've had your luck, now I can go.
Yes,
He
leave.
goes. You let him leave. Interesting.
This time. But that person is now marked, and I whistle over to Aura.
Mm-hmm.
That person.
Sorry,
that
what?
person. I point to who
Raises a blahaj to summon her.
What?
I know you're very good with deals, negotiations, and the sort.
All
I wish
right.
for you to talk to that person over there about that peach. I have a feeling that they know a bit more than they let on.
All right. Now here's the question: do they read intentions?
You'll need to do a read intentions on this, or use your pour motes into your ask questions thing.
No problem. That's gonna be
8 6.
8 successes for me, brother.
Solar's win ties. What do you want to know? Okay, well, not quite. What do you want to know? Given that he's halfway across the con panel to you and not facing you, The only thing that you can really tell is that he does know what the peaches are and how they work, and he's not eating them or using them, he's planning on giving them to someone.
Right.
Whether or not he wants to implant it into someone or just sell them off and use them to farm youth plants on people is not clear.
And this is Vitriol doing this, right?
Yes. Well, no, this one's not Vitriol. This is Loki.
Right, Loki. Okay. And based on what I've seen of Loki in the competition before, it would be reasonable to assume that he is working against the wishes of his mother, right?
Possibly, yes. It is unclear because he's using a infernal charm to flip whether or not he is or is loyal to his mother at a given moment, in order to deliberately fuck with attempts on trying to read and profile him.
Right. Hey, loser, so here's what I'm thinking. If you don't tell me what you're doing with the Peaches of Immortality, I'm telling your mom. How's that? How's that idea?
You just hear him laugh and he keeps walking.
I'm serious, buddy.
He just keeps walking away and just walks off. Another scene.
Alright. Well, I fucked that one up.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, he called your bluff. Or even if it wasn't a bluff, he just doesn't fucking care.
Guess I'll have to figure out what to do with that later.
Yeah, very much you pulled on a lever of powers and someone just cut the wires.
Mm-hmm.
Problem for next time, though. He does not care if you tell him Nemen. So, next time, Gavel's panel on how to finish off this fucker that is the incarnation of tyranny, and Hellcon comes to a head with the mass assassination attempt. Whether or not it'll be successful depends on our heroes.
Yeah.
But before we actually hit our stop buttons, let's thank our patrons.
Our
this time
dear-
for real, and not with the Phantom Game Master.
Our dear patrons, who are
GB and Storm at the 6-sided dice tier. Thank you for supporting us and giving us your material support, and not to the weird OC who inserted herself into the narrative to act as the fake GM.
indeed the
Real GM appreciates you very much.
the metaverse GM, one might say.
Don't worry, I think the Phantom Thieves will be able to take care of her.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We have Monster Hunter streams will probably be happening in the near future because I see both Alatos and Korak salivating at the bit. Hell, I think Korak was just doing this on the day he was streaming for that game for 6 hours on the day this recorded. This podcast is being recorded on Monhunt release day.
And me and Alatos, and I'm throwing Shora into this as well, are continuing on as soon as this is over.
I'm ready to spend another 1,200 hours in another Monster Hunter game.
Oh, that's a mood. I agree full-heartedly.
That's what
Again, thank you all for watching. Welcome back to Mon Hunt, baby. We hunt the monsters because they feel so good.
And that's the stop button. See you next time for a different kind of monster to hunt. Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are proud to bring you this and other AP content, like Tomb of the Red Giant, the first half of our complete JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, as well as Rune Runners, our Icon AP. We'll also have a Patreon by the time you hear this. If you like what you've heard so far, feel free to drop us a little bit of money if you can afford to do so, and we could bring you even more content in the future. APs live and die by word of mouth, so if you liked us, please drop us a follow, like, share, retweet, whatever you can think of to help us out. We are excited to bring you more bi-weekly content in 2 weeks from now for the next FateBreakers, and other episodes time permitting. See you then.